these figures they're not unexpected. We were expecting inflation to come down a certain amount, and we may see it come down further, as the year goes. But as you say, in real terms, in people's real lives and their lived experience, it doesn't really make very much difference because food prices are high. We've got the April change in the energy figures, and that's something that a lot of people are very afraid of. And we're also not hearing, I think, so much from the young people who are currently being forced to move back home with their parents. I've been seeing a few reports about more and more young people going back home to their parents. So for a lot of people, whether you are on a decent income or if you are on benefits, it's still a struggle right now.
And on inflation itself, I know a lot of economists have been using this term sticky in terms of the things not really dropping as quickly or as widespread as possible. I mean, what is the analysis now of this government hope that we're going to see it being halved by the end of the year, which is still, of course, nowhere near the Bank of England 2% target?
Oh, absolutely. And it's the same, of course, in America. They've got, as you say, they were talking about stickiness in the inflation figures there. I mean, what I think is not dealt with properly is the issue of all the money printing that happened over the last few years. Obviously, not just the last few years, but that's when the really serious printing on steroids was happening. And that hasn't been addressed. The head of the Bank of England, Andrew Bailey, has said that printing money, quantitative easing does not cause inflation. Well, I think it does, and a lot of people think it does. So while you still have that money sloshing around in the system, you're going to have problems dealing with inflation. And I suspect that although we're looking at it coming down this year, I don't think that's going to be the end of the story. I think it could go up again later on.
Right, and the budget not that far off. One assumes that this really does not mean Jeremy has much room for manoeuvre.
No, absolutely. And the statement that we had last was kind of a little bit of a giveaway budget, and so he's probably wanting to give away, and he probably will give away more than he should just to keep popular, because a lot of people are talking about how we should have a general election now. There are a lot of good reasons to have one right now. So he's wanting, I think, to keep popular, keep the party popular, but really and truly, he should be cutting all over the place if he goes in the direction that he seems to have been going. Of course, if we went in the direction that Liz Truss was wanting, we would have been cutting taxation. We would have had a lot more growth in the system.